Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your March Tower reading. This is going to be a reading for the people born under the Chariot card and the Tower card. If you do not know where Tower Birth card is, there's a link in the description box below for the instructional video on how to work it out. I've also reviewed this gorgeous deck I'm going to be using, and there will be a link to the review of this deck in the description box below if you'd like to check out the whole card, the design, the concept, and even maybe get them for yourselves. So I hope you are all doing well and that you had a good February month. As always, for the monthly spread, I have split my deck into 3 piles. I've got the major arcana here for the energy of the month. I've got the court cards over there for how you're advised to show up, to maximize this energy, and the minor arcana to delve into your message. So as always, I ask that you please remember those are general readings, just take what resonates. So what do my Aquarians born under the Chariot card and the Tower card need to hear for their highest good for March, please? What's their main energy? So your energy for the month is judgment. So big wake-up call or assessment. I will delve into the message obviously when all the cards are out. Let's see what court card you are advised to embody. And the advice is the Queen of Pentacles. So very grounded energy. Okay, let's see what we have. So, we have the 9 of Cups, the 7 of Coins, and the 4 of Coins. Let me move this. The 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Coins. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy at work that you may not be aware of. Underlying the situation is the 6 of Swords. Now, I am unsurprised to see this as the underlying energy, and normally I would start with the main energy, but I want to talk about this. Because I mentioned with the Judgment card, you know, a wake-up call, a big evaluation. 6 of Swords is this energy of reflecting upon a situation that has been challenging, that's caused some disturbance, some disruption in your life, and taking the lessons with you, which then enables you obviously to look forward to the future, to have a more optimistic outlook because of it, because you've learned some valuable lessons. There's been some growth, some whether it's personal growth, spiritual growth, you know, whatever the case may be. So this is very much something to do with the mind, obviously, and you have 3 to do with the mental body. So way of thinking, ideas, knowledge, but also truths and communication. So the 6 of Swords underlying the whole of it is really showing me that there's some lessons that needed to be learned or need to be learned, and they're going to get learned, is what I'm hearing as a message here. Let me make sure you can see all the cards. So the Judgment card. Now this is a big card of it's a revaluation. It's transformative, because I like to call it the report card. It's looking at your life or your career, your job, or a relationship, whatever the case may be, and being called to just look at it in the cold light of day. It's a wake-up call. Very often it triggers a necessity to take action, to take a different path. It's also shedding the old, so that you can access a better version of yourself when you look at it that way. I hope this makes sense. And this is what often happens when we have a challenging situation and we learn some valuable lessons from it. So I see this as a very powerful energy. It's also enlightenment. You know, it can come about in your life as some downloads that you get from your spirit team, whoever you work with, whether we're talking angels, ancestors, spirit, creator, any deity you pray to. And they may give you some kind of enlightenment that shakes your world and triggers you to take action. It's like your last chance, you know, like that kind of thing, to learn the lesson, and get to the next card, which is the world, which is the success, the accomplishment, you know, walking through the portal, having leveled up, basically. So it's a very powerful energy. Two karma cards in the majors, we have justice and we have judgment. It always looks at this cause and effect. You know, as I said, report card, you're looking at something, what caused it, what's the consequence of it. And in order to maximize this energy, you are advised to embody the Queen of Pentacles energy. Now please remember, we're just talking the traits of the card, not the gender. You could be male and use the energy of a queen. So the queen represents patience, but also understanding. It's the receptive side. The king is the action taking, the queen is receptive. Coins is to do with earth energy, so it's everything to do with your everyday life, whether we're talking home life, the actual building, the relationship within, or whether we're talking about a hobby, a career, a job, you know, anything to do with advancement, financial assets, a business you'd like to start. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. This is a person who knows how to grow prosperous and abundant, whether it's financially, emotionally, or spiritually. Because it's a very pragmatic energy, I also see the Queen of Pentacles as someone who's very good at assessing things. Although we're not talking about the Queen of Swords, who's more of the, you know, mental realm. The Queen of Pentacles, being pragmatic, is somebody who's going to see, okay, this is what I did and this is what I got for it. Very, very sound energy, very stable. And somebody who understands the value of being patient with yourself, of working diligently, of applying yourself to something, to hone your skill, to hone your craft, whatever it is that you are doing. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very open to learning the lessons, is what I'm trying to say, because they will gain that understanding. Now we do have 4 coins out of the 9 cards that you have, so it's kind of, you know, heavily there, and then 3 blades and 1 cups. So we have this 9 of Cups here to open the reading, and the 9 of Cups is really emotional fulfillment. This is the wish fulfillment card, as most people call it. This is achievement in the emotional realm, so being content, being in a state of gratitude and enjoying it, you know, understanding that you've made it to that stage and, you know, lapping it up basically. And this is supported by the 4 of Swords. Now the 4 of Swords can represent several things, but it may represent taking the time to think about something, in you know, and gaining a very stable outlook on things. Sometimes may refer to a period of a pause, and also may speak about restrictions, fighting restrictions, not being able to see past some restrictions, which is the feeling I'm getting the most, to be honest. I feel that you may come to a point where you feel like the odds are stacked up against you towards manifesting your wish fulfillment, whatever that wish fulfillment is, whether it's the ideal relationship, whether it's the ideal career, having the perfect home, having, you know, your own business because it gives you that freedom that you so crave, whatever the case may be. Or maybe this 9 of Cups is spiritual enlightenment, whatever it is for you. But I feel that right now you're feeling like there's restrictions and things have not panned out the way you wanted them to pan out, or there are things on your way blocking you. And this may be, you may have felt those restrictions for a while, for a long time or not, you know, obviously it depends, but this is triggering a big reevaluation with judgment. And obviously this sends you into the Seven of Coins energy, which is that energy that I'm so familiar with because I fall in this energy a lot, which is, okay, I'm looking at the situation, relationship, whatever it is, and thinking, right, I have put this amount of myself in it, this amount of hours, this amount of money. Am I getting the same amount back? Is it worth it? And with this card comes an element of impatience, you know, feeling like things are not lining up as fast as you'd want them to be or hoped that they would. Because it's earth energy, and the earth energy, the coin energy, it's a slow process. It's working hard. However, it's also the most stable energy of them all. So it really is a question. You see, the Queen of Pentacles, she understands that things are going to take time. That's why you are being advised to embody this kind of characteristics, this way of looking at things. This is somebody who understands that, you know, you're going to need to be patient with yourself, you need to work hard, and things will come your way. Do not give up. You know, this is a very slow and steady wins the race kind of attitude. And we have this Three of Swords underneath it. Now the three is the energy of expansion. Now, I know as well, and I will put this as a side note for you, when you're born under the Chariot card and the Tower card, there is this innate desire to push forward, to make things happen. And that is why there is a struggle when a card like the Seven of Coins is coming, because it's slow energy. So the Three of Swords is a mental breakthrough. This is the card that breaks you free from the inability of making a decision that comes with the Two of Swords. But the swords are a difficult suit. They you know, the swords, they cut, they pierce. This is not a soft suit. And so the Three of Swords, although it is a breakthrough, it comes at a cost. So for me, it's basically the victory of mind over the heart when it comes to things like that. And so this is coming to a point where you accept that in order to get that wish fulfillment, whatever this is for you, there may be a need for some compromise. Okay, and this is why judgment is here, because it's a wake-up call. It's like, okay, maybe I've been too idealistic in what I'm trying to achieve, and that may be the reason why I've not been feeling so good and why I feel like everything is stacking up against me. So this is going to come your way. You're going to get, you know, that energy, but as I said, it's mind over the heart. It's that breakthrough that comes with that. And then we get the Four of Coins and the Eight of Coins, and that's a big jump, you know, to go from the 4 to the 8. So the Four of Coins represents stability in your everyday life, okay? This is a safe card of having made some progress and being stable. So it may equate to being able to pay your bills and buy food and not have to worry much about it. It's not prosperity and abundance, but it's enough you don't feel the worry, the anxiety of not being able to pay your bills, for instance. If we're equating this to a relationship, it could be that, you know, now you feel that the relationship is steady. It's not just a fling, if you see what I'm saying. So obviously, and this is coming with hard work. So what I'm reading in the cards is that you're going to see progress, you're going to get to a level, a landmark, which is what 4 is for me. It's after the period of growth that a number 3 brings you. You get to that landmark where you can breathe a sigh of relief. You have stability, but it's coming through hard work. The Eight of Coins is the card of hard work. It is also the card of skill. So if we're talking about a business, for instance, or your career, this is a card that says that you're going to work at developing whatever skill you need in order to get to that. This is a card also that does indicate success. It's an 8, it's advancement. So this may well be that your work starts becoming noticed and you're starting to see the fruit of your labor. the same can be applied to a relationship, okay? It's getting to that point of stability, but having had to work diligently at it, you know. Everyone knows that a good relationship is going to need work, okay? Like marriage needs, or committed relationship needs work from both parts. You know, it's not easy every day, and that's the message I'm very much getting there. And this is coming to terms with this Six of Swords energy right here. The enlightenment that you're going to get will be best received if you are in the frame of mind of the Queen of Pentacles, very pragmatic and understanding that the Nine of Cups can be very dreamy. It can be that, you know, when we wish for something and it's very rose-tinted glasses, basically. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't have that. She's pragmatic. She will understand that there's gold under things that look dusty, and that things require work and personal investment, whether it's a business or a relationship, you know, or a creative outlet, whatever this is. And this is going to be a big revelation for you, because it's a turning point. You're learning the lesson, and you're going to see the worth of what has been going on. And I'm not saying you're going to give up on whatever it is that you want, that wish that you have. I'm just saying that it's going to change, it's going to morph into something that's more achievable, but that will be more stable, and ultimately will be more rewarding. So I'm going to grab a couple of messages to close out this reading for you. So can we have some final messages, please, from Aquarians? Oh, no, I don't want 20 cards, but we do have the Eight of Wands. I will take this, however, because it flipped. Eight of Wands, another 8, but the difference between the Eight of Coins, which is slow advancement, this is fast advancement. This is passion, desire. This is things moving forward very quickly, whether it is because you have a lot of willpower and you're moving things, you're manifesting things, or whether it's someone turning around, you know, messaging you, coming to see you. It can take many forms, but this is very positive. And let me pick another one that I may want to do with you. Oh, I have two that are talking to me, so I'm gonna grab these two because they were calling me. Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. I mean, it can't get any better than this. So you get the Eight of Wands, fast advancement towards something to celebrate. The Four of Wands is that landmark to celebrate. It's a beautiful card of rejoicing over some progress that has been made. We're talking about, if it's a relationship, it's a commitment. Yes, it could be a proposal, but it doesn't have to be. It could be moving in together, whatever the case may be for you. If it's a business, it's your business being recognized, making some money finally, getting some profit, your career advancement, whatever the case may be. And then, instead of having this Nine of Cups energy of the wish fulfillment, you get the completion. The combination of it, the Ten of Cups, which is even better. This is the happy ever after. This is more than just a wish come true. This is the card that guarantees your emotional fulfillment in the long term, because now that you have reframed what it is that you wished, and now that you've come to realize that, you know, what it looks like in everyday life, basically, you then get to bask into this, you know, awesome happiness and just pleasant times that's built to last. And there will be a lot of gratitude. You'll feel a lot of gratitude coming from that because of what you had to go through. So I hope you've enjoyed your reading and your journey for the cards with me. I certainly very enjoyed your reading today. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm truly grateful you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a truly magical March month and very transformational, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.